it is now time to explain to people just what's wrong with me.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, so this is basically the show right here. Shay. I'm going to give a big, tremendous shout out to this young woman, Shay. And I'm also going to give a shout out to Cape Town, which is in Africa. I do not have any African followers. She would be my first. And that's the title of the show. You're going to see Shay / Rhinos, or it's dash Rhinos - Pineapple Juice. And there's a reason why I named it like that, and it's a serious show. The title was a little joke in there, but that was just for our way we meant. The way we met was, okay, I'll get that out of the way real quick before I get into anything else. So, very long story short, I ordered pineapple juice. It was supposed to be pineapple orange juice from Amazon, right? Okay, no big deal. The cans were dented and smashed. It happens, not a big deal. So my dad wanted one, and I was like, all right. It was a little dented, and I was like, let me make sure that, the other cans aren't bad. They were, bad on the bottom, so they would fall over. Knowing my pops, he would come down early in the morning, have one, and it would just tip over. I just know it. I was presenting a disaster of pineapple juice everywhere. Plus, I didn't get the orange by accident. That's on me, not on Amazon. So I'm like, I really hate to call Amazon, because I bet you they get so many calls about, I don't like this product, and then trying to get the money or refund or whatever, and I'm not one of those people. So since I've only called Amazon, I think this is my second time, maybe three, I'll say 3 times just to be safe, third time that I've ever called Amazon, and just to say, hey, it wasn't a complaint, it was just, hey, this and that and that. And anyway, I got a whole new case coming to me, in a day or two, or by this weekend. And I'm like, well, what about the case? I mean, it's 30, was it 30 something minus 1? I'm like, you're gonna have 29. Is it okay if I just give that back? And she's like, no, you can dispose of it and whatever. You keep it. This is the second time Amazon let me keep something when I wanted to return it. The first time, it was a DVD. Okay, my dad wanted a DVD player. I was like, we have one. He went and ordered one anyway. I found the old one. They looked almost exactly the same, even though the old one was older. It still worked. And I called up Amazon. I'm like, I just want to return this. It was like a $5 thing. Not a big deal. They're like, just keep it. And they gave us the money back. Who does that, right? Seriously, what store does that? Walmart wouldn't do that shit. You go up with a receipt, Walmart, for $5. Oh my God, you gotta get your ID out. You gotta give them a limb. You gotta give a fingerprint. You gotta give blood. You gotta give a spine. I was thinking of spine. Yeah, Jesus, what? The spine, whatever, spine fluid. Getting back to my point, that's how we started talking. And she was laughing about how I was talking about my dad, and she's saying old people, and we were clicking on that. And I just happened to say, I'm a millennial or something. I was saying I could have did this on the phone, but I'm like, I'm not a millennial, even though I'm supposed to be a millennial or something. And that's how it all started. And then boom, out comes me with, oh, I got a show. So stupid. So once in a blue moon, it slips out. It's like, I don't want to brag. I just figured she's in Africa. I'm like, oh, I got to follow in Africa. And I'm like, oh, I thought it was Zimbabwe. It wasn't. It was Zimba. So I'm like, okay. I was close in one of my countries. So this is why it's a big deal. Okay? Shay. Now I got it down. Shay is the first African, or I guess South Africa, Cape Town, that will be a new country on my follower list and listener list. And I am excited because that's the first time I've ever talked to somebody where I knew it was going to be a new country. So that is a special moment. And that's kind of really cool if you think about it, right? Like 4 years, and it's like, here's a gift for you. Here's another country, another person, another this. And she might tell one of her friends, or two of her friends, or five of her friends. Maybe Sihle tells everybody she at the call center, hello, this is Amazon and also the Jimmy James Show, A to Z. Make sure you follow on Spotify. I am also an Amazon businessman. I am, because I plan on having merchandise. I plan on having a business. I've always had that plan. I'm like, I want my business stuff done so I can have it. So, getting into the topic, and this is going to get where it's going to go, the fun is going to go away. But hey, you know, I spent a lot of time talking with her, but like not enough time to learn everything. I mean, like, I got to do things on my own. So let me tell you something. She gave me recommendations like Kruger Park. That's Krugar National Park. Okay, let me just read you a little something here. Kruger National Park is an extremely popular tourist attraction for people all over the world. Unfortunately, there are some human activities that are negatively impacted. I'm sorry, let me read that again. Activities that are negatively impacting the park. Some of the most harmful human activities on Kruger National Park are poaching, development, and pollution. Are poaching, development, and pollution. Am I recording this? Yes. Okay. So that was the start of how we kind of met and where it goes. There's also a lot of other things I have here to talk about. Okay, when you're hunting, I found this out from Sihle myself. When you're allowed to hunt there, you're only allowed to hunt deer and spring buck. That is it. As far as I know, I mean, she was only able to tell me right off the bat, and she was they're very involved. That was the first thing she brought up. Like, I'm like, if you follow me, I'll give you a shout out. Is there anything I can do besides a shout out, or, you know, because I don't have merch yet, and like I said, maybe I should start getting some. And I have an idea of a couple things, besides gift cards, and I was like, well, I'll tell you what, you know, I'll donate to this place, which I have here written down, and I will have in the link. But I'm gonna get into this to the reason why the poaching is bad. You know, obviously poaching is bad, but what are the environment issues in Kruger National Park? 4 of the 5 rivers have ceased to flow at various times due to unstable or unsuitable, I guess, unsuitable. 1 second here. That was not me this time. I had a pop-up. I'm like, wait, I shouldn't have pop-ups. Yeah, I'm gonna pause that. Sorry about that. I should have had Do Not Disturb on. I had all these pop-ups, and I'm reading this right off my phone because I had this the way I do it. So, where was I at? Okay, 4 of the 5 rivers have ceased to flow at various times due to unsustainable upstream water use in the last 3 decades. pollution has also been a major problem, many coming from nutrient and treatment from population has also been a major problem coming from nutrient enrichment from aggregation, return flows, sediment, and mining related activities. And I'm going to get into all that, so I kind of forked that up there. But yeah, I'll be right back with more of this. Wow, crazy. This is going to get nuts. We're going to be getting into how they're sawing off the rhinos. It's a shame. It's really a shame. I mean, these people are sawing off the rhinos' horns. Be right back after this with more. SaveTheRhinos.org. Yes. Please go there. And if you can, whatever amount you can do, please just donate. That was my question I asked to Sihle. I said, is there anything I can do? You know, you're doing me a big favor. It's like weird. This is such a good thing and a terrible thing at the same time. And she said, just give a shout out. That's all she asked for. She said, just give a shout out to SaveTheRhinos.org. And I'm like, I'll do more than that. I'll put that up there. I will say it multiple times, and I will donate myself when I can. Now, I don't have money like that. I really don't. This is why I podcast so much, and I do TikTok, and I really do try to get everybody's attention, or if they ask a question. Like right now, I had somebody asking me stuff, and I was in the middle of the show, and I'm like, you know, and I can answer back, sorry, I'm doing the show, and then, like, they might not understand, you know, especially if, like, this is through TikTok now, okay? Like, hey, I'm doing a show. A lot of people might not know that I also have a podcast show. People see on TikTok, they're like, that's probably all he has. And that's why I was kind of like, with TikTok, but I wanted to make sure, I think I pinned that at the top, you know, like, hey, this is not my primary function. My primary function is to eliminate the followers and following. No, I really don't want to joke, honestly, I don't. It's just that I have so much going on, and if I hit the do not disturb button, I'll have so many pop-ups pop up. Actually, I was wrong, I had one. But, yeah, I want to make sure it was off, that's all. Alright, so SaveTheRhinos.org. Okay, so these people are getting in there, and I'll tell you how. Okay. Let me see this here. Okay, so this is what I found out. This is the proper way. They actually have a saying of cutting off rhinos. Of rhino's horn is called dehorning. Obviously, I mean, it's not that far of a leap, but dehorning. First of all, there should be no dehorning unless maybe a rhino is dead by natural causes. That's fine, and you're doing something traditional, or yeah, you know, gets on my nerves. All right. So the reason why this hits me hard, and if you guys don't know, you should know this if you haven't heard me in the earlier stuff. Now, I've talked about this, astronomy and zoology, okay? I always said I study astronomy most of my life, all my life, really, and then zoology, which I had a love for. I think cheetahs and, like, lions and tigers, like, really had me at it. And I also like the Thompson's gazelle and how fast they can run, and like they're 60 miles an hour ish, but a cheetah can run up to top speeds up to 70, 72. I think one was clocked, and like they're so fast, the cheetah. can catch a Thompson's gazelle, but Thompson gazelle have agility. It's like if you're stacking 99 to 99, like 1 to 99, okay? Like the cheetah might have a 99 speed, right? Thompson gazelle might have a 95. Like I'm thinking like game terms. But the cheetah has like an 87 agility. Thompson's gazelle has like a 92 agility, 93. You know what I mean? So it's like they can outmaneuver, but once in a while you're gonna get them, and that's how the cheetahs. That always, just for some reason, that got me into zoology. So that's my background on that, and that's how it started. I was always a kid. I loved it, and the way the narrator used to come, the narrator used to come on, and I'm not really good at like reading something live. Well, I don't want to say that. It's more or less I got to hear it in my head. Once I hear it, I have it. I can memorize it really good. Yeah, that's the one thing. I was like, I should have been an actor. So, and boom, I could have made a lot of jokes there, but I'm not. The thing is, this is not a joke. When you're shaving horns off of an animal, you're killing an animal. Honestly, I haven't even gotten to that part yet. We're going to get to that part together. That's why it's come grow with me. They kill a rhino. Obviously, they're not going to shave a rhino that's alive. Like, here's an idea. I know that out there, and I was skimming through some of this. Even you're going to shave a rhino's horn, okay? Which, don't forget, if you guys don't know what a rhino's horn is, all right, or if you're like, what's the big deal? The rhino's horn, it's its only defense mechanism against predators. That's like, here's a gun, but let me shave your hands off. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Here, there's 3 people here that want to kill you. They don't have any weapons. Here's your weapon. Here's a loaded handgun. First, let me chop your hands off. Here's your weapon. What are you going to do? Grab them, take your sneakers off? You know what I mean? Clean cut. You know what I mean? Well, you're not bleeding all over. Don't picture that. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to think of a weird scenario, but that's so like you can say, well, maybe these poachers, or I'm thinking of people that don't think too far into the situation. Maybe these poachers are hitting them with darts, sleeping darts, or whatever I'm thinking of, tranks. No. And if they are, that's even more. I think that's even more horrible. Now, does the rhino's horns grow back? Now, do they? Yes, they do. Rhino's horns grow back over time. Okay? Rhino's horns are made of, I don't know, I'm going to butcher this word, keratin. The same protein that makes up nails, human hair. I kind of actually knew that one. Here's the thing I didn't know. The white rhino's horn can grow 7 centimeters every year, and the record length is 150 centimeters. What is centimeters in feet, though? And the answer is, do you know it yet? 3, 2, 1. 4 feet, 11 inches, 11 and a half inches. So it's 4 feet, approximately 11.055 inches. Think about that. That's your defense. These poachers are cutting them off. And then you're like, what are they used for? What could the poachers be using these things for? Okay. This is going to throw you for a loop. Because I didn't even know this. I thought I knew it, but I didn't. This is why I'm glad I did my research. The horns are used in traditional medicine in countries including China and Vietnam. Oh, well, okay, that's understandable if you have to take a little bit. Okay. Although, there is no scientific evidence, none, zero, zip, to suggest rhino horns material has any medical qualities. It is made of keratin. Basically the same stuff I told you about. The same protein that it makes up fingernails and hair. So, what could it be sold for? I wonder. And before we can get into that, what is it worth? I'll get back to that. But what are rhinos hunted for? Why? What could they be hunted for? Well, we know what they're hunted for, but what are their horns mainly used for? And this really irks me. You want to know what the answer is? Nothing. It's used for nothing at all. I always see this. Traditional Chinese medicine. Traditional. Okay? It also states that the horn could also cure snake bites, hallucinogens, and bullshit headaches. Take a fucking ibuprofen. I'm sorry. I said I probably wouldn't curse. I'll have to bleep that one out. Okay? Marker 953. Boom. Okay. So, BS, take ibuprofen. While it commonly believed to be prescribed as an, oh god, I don't even know how to say this word actually. Is it let me, I have to hear it, I'm sorry. Oh, aphrodisiac, yeah. Sorry about that. No, I should have known that one. Hope that nobody heard that. So it was prescribed as an aphrodisiac. Sorry, I wanted to do this part a little bit together. This is not the case. This is 100% not the case. So everything that this is being done for is all, like, think about it. You go to China and you go to Japan, you know, they have traditions. I would say 99% of them that I know of, or 98, I don't want to say because I don't know a lot. I just know of them are practical or they don't hurt anything. But their beliefs, okay, are killing our rhinos. And I'm not, I don't want to say just, let me see. Was it China? And history of just Asia alone. All right. And I have everything open that I want to talk about on this. This just drives me nuts. You guys should be like, wow. All right. How much is a rhino's horn worth? I bet you guys are wearing it. Like I said, guess how much worth in USD. This is what it says. Investigators observed and were offered a raw rhino horn. Okay, basically that's it. A whole and like a whole thing on a 24 occasion between. This is okay. I'm sorry. On a 24 occasion. I have no idea. I guess that means 1 January 2017. Okay. On 24 different occasions, that's not what it says, but the way they have it. On 24, this is 24 times between the 1st of January 2017 and June 28th. Okay? That sounds like a lot, right? But trust me, that number is nothing. Okay? 24 in total. The prices ranged from, you ready? This is for one, okay? $7,500 to USD. That's $31,296 per kilo, which equates to an average price of USD $17,852 per kilo. That's a lot of money. Now, while I'm on the subject of this, there's different kinds. There's a white rhino, there's a black rhino. I'll get into that. But what I was really like just drove me crazy here was I didn't know this one part, and how many rhinos are killed each day. I'm saying that each day, how many rhinos are killed on each day. If you have kids, or if you're very sensitive to this stuff, I would suggest you skip the next 30 seconds, okay? Or don't listen. It's a fair warning. On average, one rhino is still poached every 16 hours. Most of the rhinos poached last year were killed in Namibia and South Africa, where I got this information from Sihle, which I really appreciate that. In both countries, poachers have shifted their focus to new places. Tragically, poaching in Namibia, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, also doubled last year. 87 rhinos were killed in 2022, up from 45 the year before. That is all I will say. I'm sorry if I was saying that. I will double check my spelling on that part, on how I'm saying these countries, because right now I'm just looking at the numbers and that's driving me nuts. How can that many be? That's a lot. That's a lot for anybody. I'm sorry. That's just a lot. Now, this is why I wanted to talk about this and not have, like, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll be right back. And that was Namibia. I'm sorry. I just need a little break, and I'll be right back after this. I apologize. I just had to, put the mic down and not, had to really think about that for a second. I adore animals. I've seen rhinos killed by lions, and that never bothered me, because, like, it's the balance of the universe. That's their life cycle. I've seen, once again, very explicit what I'm about to say. I've seen on TV, obviously not, I was never there. I've seen, explicit coming up, animals like lions, and mostly lions, or like this, or hyenas. I think it was hyenas. I can't remember if it was lions or hyenas, but they were eating an animal, like they were inside the animal, and the animal was still alive. That was like, and I had to make myself watch, but that is life. That animal must, and you know what? That animal must have been suffering, and there's people in the park driving by, and like, I don't know how I feel about the whole tourism thing. Like, if you were asked me, would you like to see it? I would be like, oh yes, definitely, up close. But then I'm no different than tourist. And I'm like, maybe not a truck, like they have buses, and they gotta make money. I get it. And guess what? That's a good living, and I know they don't get paid a lot of money. But South Africa, any country, state that needs to make the money, they gotta make money like that. That's whatever. That's fine. I can't say it's good or bad. You gotta draw lines in places. I had to take a break off of talking about all that death, and I'm sorry. Like I said, this will be very explicit before I put it out. I'm actually closing some of the things. I was wondering, why are rhinos still being poached? Like, I couldn't believe when she told me that, hey, SaveTheRhinos.org. And I have not looked into that site yet. I'm going to look into it with you guys, and we're going to check it out together and see what it's about. But I don't want to sit here and just talk about, all doom and gloom. There's also positives. Do you know what the positives are? You guys listening. And people like Sihle, who actually cares. She lives in that, not right next. She doesn't live close. Like I said, you want to Cape Town and Kruger National Park, away from each other. All right. And I never opened up Google Earth on this while I was recording. Let me pause it. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I hope you can, because I have this open. We are at Kruger National Park right now. Kruger National Park in northeastern South Africa is one of Africa's largest game reserves. Oh, it's so beautiful too in the picture. I'm sorry, I was looking at the picture. Its high density of wild animals includes the big five: lions, leopards, rhinos, elephants, and buffaloes. Hundreds of other mammals make their home here, as do diverse bird species. I'm sorry, I am reading this from my phone. I think my eyes are going. Diverse bird species such as vultures, eagles, I got that on my arm, and storks. Mountains, bush, plains, and tropical forests are all part of the landscape. Kruger National Park, South Africa, 2713-735-4000. Established May 31st, 1926. Area 7,523 square miles. The year was 1926. The coordinates are 24 degrees 0. I don't know how to say these things, so 24-0-41 quote marks S 31 quote there's a circle, looks like degrees 31. Okay, let me say this for real. 21-0-41 south, 31-29-7 east / 24.01139. What's this? Is it S 31.48528 east? I was thinking S south. Jeez, I'm sorry, I was looking at something else. I know. I actually never learned how to read coordinates today. I mean, I know how to read it generically. Oh, whatever. It's a different subject, different time. South Africa National Park. Nearest city is Zimbabwe. No. You know what, Africa guys, you guys have like the coolest names, but they all kind of rhyme. Zimbabwe, Mambulia. I think I'm saying that right. Mabumbuli. And when I was speaking to Sihle, every time I was naming one of my countries that was nowhere near her, she's like, "Don't you mean like this?" And I'm like, yeah, that actually sounds like what I'm trying to, regurgitate out of my mouth. So yeah, it's oh god, can I oh, I can't do that. I'll have to read it back. Now you guys know why I have I'm doing this with no air conditioner. Whew, it's hot. Now you guys know why I have the reader read a lot of things. Wow, this place is huge. Like, I'm looking at it on Google Maps, and you can get up to, like, select location and highlight blue. Whoa, I'm just standing. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, man, I wish you guys can see this. What's 0% photosphere? Whoa, is there any animals in the area? I just picked a spot. Can I walk? I can't walk. I can't walk. Gregory Kusher. I'm sorry, Kirsch. Kaisher took this picture. You just pick a spot. You pick a spot. You pick your little guy. Oh, okay, I see. It had. What does it say in blue? Come on, give me like. I'm trying to learn how to use it. Like, I know how to use it, but I haven't used this in so long. Whoa, where are you going? Oh, it's going all the way to my house. I hit that little button. Okay, or no. I don't want to go to my house. I'll save it, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, this is just home. I thought they knew that already. Alrighty, let's go. We'll do settings and stuff later. Share home with everybody in the world. I don't care. Who's going to come here? What are they going to do? Talk to me? Alright, let's get back to there. Alright, so now, real quick, we're going to pay tribute. I really hope this is recorded. I was wrong, actually. It's right up there. Never mind. I did. So we are. Wow. I was gonna see how many miles we were apart. Okay. So I'm not gonna get any specifics here on Cape Town. I'm just gonna do the mile thingy. You know, like where you could do your mile. No, I don't want the animate. Can I get this to go away? Yeah. I remember they had the mile things. Wow, Sihle, that is really cool. The area you live in. I mean, I obviously. Oh, I'm hovering over your building right now. Wow, you're pretty far away from there. You aren't kidding. But what was I gonna say? There's also another national park, Tankwa. She's probably gonna be laughing. Tankwa Karoo National Park. I don't know what's going on there. We're not talking about that. We're just having a little fun time right now where I'm looking at Google Maps. We'll get back to it. Just letting you guys relax. Okay, so we're gonna do distance. I know you can do the little blue line. Where is it at? All borders. Choose your own look and feel. Oh, can I? Can I choose it? Alright, photos. Hold on. I'm at like 10 minutes and 40 seconds. 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm going to get to learn how to do this, and I'll come right back. And we'll get on to the how far she is away. I just want to know this. And also, I'm going to get on to the better and the bigger end of this story. Of the white and black rhinos and the horns, and hopefully have a more happier ending for the future coming up after this. Alright, and we're back, and I missed a phone call. I don't know who it was. Do not disturb obviously did not work. No, it worked. It just, okay. Remember, do not say that in your podcast show. It's okay to slip out once in a while. Like if you're going, I want to explain this. But people do say that. They go, or they'll be like, so I do that all the time. Basically, amazing. Or I'll say basically a lot. I think I even had a show name, basically. Alright, getting back onto this. Alright, here we go. I said I'd let you know. What I gotta push the button? Oh, Add point. All right, here we go. Add point. No, my God. Oh, boy. Now, are we going to go as the crow flies? Sihle. I said it. Sihle. All right, we're going to go as the wow, I went way too far. As the crow flies. As the crow flies straight to my house. Just to, well, I guess I'll go as close as I can. Holy, why is it in metrics? That is kind of crazy. I don't want it in kilometers. I'll be all retarded. I'll have to check Google. What's kilometers? Okay, so it's about 7,000. This is, we're just going to call it 12,600 kilometers away. Meters. I don't know why it says meters, but it's kilometers. Meters. It's like 12 million. But anyway, I guess I got to fix that later. But that is equal to, we are from the crow flies, Sihle. We're just having a little bit of uptime right here. So that's equivalent to about 7,800? 7,800? Yeah, between 7,600 to 7,800 miles away. 78, not like 7,800 miles, 7,600 miles. Just give or take the way I was pointing it. I was trying to go straight. Now that I got it better, I did this before. I used to do this all the time on Google. I thought Google Earth was so fun with the kilometer thing. But anyway, all right, I don't want to do select points anymore. All right, we're going to go back to Kruger. There's actually experiences here where you can take, we're going to go back there. I'm going to do a time lapse of, and I wish I could record this I can record this on my phone, but this would be a different episode. So real quick, I am going to do a time lapse as best I can. What is this? Slow playback. Jesus Louise. Okay. I am very interested in this. So we're gonna pick a date. It's just doing random. They didn't even have. I'm waiting for it to kick in. Maybe I just can't. I just did that. Toggle layer buildings. Okay. So I can't see anything for some reason. Alright. Just a real quick side note. Use time-lapse in Google Earth, and I'm not going to read the whole thing. Tour the world and see how our planet has changed over time through global time-lapse video of the planet from 1984 to today. That is amazing. I was 2 years old. Alright. I just thought that was really cool. I mean, obviously everybody knows like Google Earth, but when was the last time you actually, unless it was like part of your job, you sat there and just looked at the world through Google Earth, not through YouTube, none of that. By the way, Sihle, I saved Cape Town as my first spot I would ever visit would be Cape Town. Oh, I see what you did there. I just noticed that. Oh, that is slick. I see what you guys do there. Okay, alright, Sihle. Alright, Cape Town. I understand now. I'll keep that one to myself. But anyway, the amount of land Africa has. See, the closer you get, you see more land names, right? But if you back out just to a certain point, you get, like, I guess the more important names, like Zimbabwe, okay? And I can tell you, like, earlier, Sihle said to me, oh, okay, I hit the wrong button. Actually, how did I do that? Yeah. That's a distance away. And I said, oh, really? Okay. And I didn't know, actually, it is around, yeah, it's over, is it really that far? No way. It's that far from you. Wow. See? This is what blows my mind. I'm thinking, what is it, like a couple 100 miles? 300-400 miles? No, that's like 1,300 miles. That's, what is that? You're driving, and this is miles, not kilometers. You driving, you probably made, that's like, what's the distance? So that's 15. Wow. I know, we're getting, you think I'm getting off track, but I'm not, I promise you. So, if we go over to where I live, right, just to give you an idea, that's what, about 15, right, I said? I'm sorry, I always do it. I hate when I do that. It's something I'm really trying to stop, but, you know, and I also breathe into the mic, and I'm not doing that. But, alright, so, hitting Florida. I think this is Florida. I hope this is Florida. I can't really see because I don't have anything up. Why am I in Russia? Don't ask. Should I take this one off? I definitely should take this. No, I was in Florida. Antarctica. Okay. I know what the world looks like because I've been. It's so cool. I'm sorry, this turned into like a fun thing, and I'm like, I'm like a little kid. But there's going to be knowledge drops after this. Okay, here we go. All right, just to get it, I just did it again. I did that again. So check this out. From exactly where I am. Oh my god. I should have known this just by. So this is just once you get to the line of Florida, right? Am I right? Yeah. So this is like Jacksonville. So once you get to Jacksonville to in where I am is 756 miles. She said that's a little distance away. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking a little distance away for us or for me is like Wildwood, I've always told you. Now, Wildwood... Wildwood, for me, is like... it takes about 92 miles. That's a little distance. She said... a little distance is over 1,500 miles away. Alright, that's it. That was the fun time. Alright, we're gonna get back into this. I just wanted to have some fun. It's fun learning. I had to learn a little bit, but now let's get into the bigger stuff. And we're gonna go check out, because I didn't want you guys to forget what we were talking about. And I had to take an emotional break there. I do get kind of attached to things, and like emotionally I think about that and the rhinos and stuff like that. SaveTheRhinos.org, giving them a big shout out once again. SaveTheRhinos.org. And on my JPEG for my episode, I will be dropping a nice picture that I will get from Google Map that I seen, and I'm gonna find one with a rhino though. So, and that is going to be special for this occasion. I would not have done this episode at all unless, you know, if I would have never got that dented pineapple juice, thus the end of the title. Sihle-Rhinos-Pineapple-Juice. And, you know, there's some explicit stuff and might be some more explicit stuff coming up. And I'm going to have my final thoughts on all of this. I'm already at 10:45, just fooling around. I will edit some of the stuff I wasted time. But yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking with me so far. I know it's tough, it's rough, and you guys know that I try to say, no joking, but it's hard. It's the only way I can really get through something. Be right back after this. Hey guys, what's up? This is the final and last part. I'm going to go to Save the Rhinos real quick.org. Okay, I'm here. Right here. Oh, wow, okay. Save the Rhino. Wow, look at that. Wow, that's a cool picture. I must tell you. See? I said I was going to get a good picture for this. Can I get this picture? Yes, I can. Copy image. Actually, can I download it? Download image. Okay. Yeah, download it. Put it wherever you gotta put it there. Phone. Okay, wow. There's a lot on here. Our worst fears have been released. Oh, wow. Okay. This is Indonesia. Medium. Okay. Report at that. 10% of Yarvin's is J. Yarvin rhino population has been illegally killed in Eugene Park. Oh, this is a different park. But this is all basically, it'll tell you about every park. Oh, I would have to get there. Sorry that I kind of joked a little bit like earlier. I know it's sensitive stuff, but I mean, we're only human, right? And I said I really didn't want to joke, but I do have the list. This is something I would have to really read through. I thought, hey, we'll do this together, but this is a long one. So I got that. I'm gonna definitely drop the link there. So we're going to check out some other facts. Alright, I wanted to see something positive. Let's go to the positives. According to the World Wildlife Fund, that's the WWF, that's why it's called WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. That's why they switched it. Alright, anyway. There are around 27,000 rhinos left in the world. Left in the wild, with 10,080 mature white rhinos, 3,142 mature black rhinos. They got that's a really specific number, and an estimated 2,100 to 2,200 greater one-horn rhinos. The Yavin. I got once again. One of those words you just gotta listen to. Javin. Okay, I was right. I didn't know if you silenced the G there. So the Javin and I'm so bad with words. It's just Sumatran. The Sumatran rhinos are the two most endangered, I didn't know that, rhinos, with 30 mature Javan rhinos and 18 mature Sumatran rhinos. Wow. So that's still not a lot. You think about it, right? So let's calculate this. I know you guys might not be able to hear the questions I'm answering. Okay. Female rhinos give birth to one calf every 2 to 5 years. Oh, that's not good. 2 to 5 years with gestation period of 15 to 18 months. Oh wow. Calves weigh 88 to 140 pounds, 40 to 64 kilograms at birth, and are worn gradually. What? Oh, I'm sorry, couldn't see, bad eyes, are weaned gradually after the first few months, but continue to nurse until they are 12 to 18 months old. Calves stay with their mothers for 2 to 4 years and begin grazing off at around 2 months old. Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they get in all kinds of trouble. Alright, Mom, I'm just gonna go over here and play in the bushes. Alright there, Poindexter Jr. Where's your brother and your sister? I don't know. How do they tell, This goes for a lot of species, This is not just including rhinos, but how do they tell? Right? Now, I know a little, like I told you, I studied zebras. A lot of people hear this. Like, I don't know, maybe you don't know this. Maybe it's not common knowledge to you guys. Why do zebras have stripes? What are they used for? Some people do know, some people don't. I learned just like anybody else did, if you pay attention. So, it's harder for animals to track. But it's funny. I knew that when I was younger, and then I never started really hearing it until I was older, and then you hear it more and more and more. It's like, oh, it's such useless information. Like, to put in a movie, I've heard it. I've never heard it, like, nobody talks about that, unless it's like an apocalyptic movie. I get it. But there's so many other cool things to really want to know, not like that, want to have the knowledge about. I'm not saying that's useless information. I guess I am in a way. I'm trying to say there's better information to know in your brain and to learn versus, that. For example, why, I'm not giving this one either. You're going to have to look this one up because I forget. Why do, let's say, lions have spots on the back of their ears? Stuff like that. That one was a harder one for me to try to figure out without looking up. Because guess what? Back in my days, we had to grab a book and we had to walk over to like a library or something. It's like if we didn't know something, we had to be like, shit, we don't have it in the house. We gotta walk 4 miles to a library, look it up. Before we had computers and we can own a computer, we had to go to the library and look it up. I swear to you, I'm gonna go off on a good note because this kind of reminds me of we are species, we are humans, we are animals ourselves. And I'm sitting here and I'm telling you about Save the Rhinos, which it is about. This show was about this and a little bit about pineapple juice. I'm sure Sihle will get a little laugh out of that. Didn't pineapple juice, didn't. I just totally forgot my point. Jesus, I'm getting Alzheimer's. Now, that's the point, though, right there. Getting old. I would listen to a lot of that. I had to drive through, we didn't have a car. We didn't have a car. We had to walk through 75,000 feet full of snow, and we didn't even have sneakers. We didn't even have matching socks. Matter of fact, I don't even think we had socks. Back in my day, we didn't. Even the oldies. Like, I grew up with the old people that were already old, and then there was the older, like the great-grandmothers and the great-great-great. I was lucky to see 3 greats, and have. Who can say I had a great-great? I mean, more or less. And then family members had a great-great-great, because obviously I had a great-great, that was their great-great-great. It's very rare you get 3 greats. And also, how many people, I've said this before, how many people can name 4? I'll just say 4 back. Name 4. You can name your father. You can name your grandfather. I'm sure. You could probably name your great-grandfather. Name the one after that. Name the one to that. Unless they all have the same name, then it's easy. Like mine. Honestly, I've known I can tell you literally my father, my grandfather. I met his father, and I can't tell you after that. I am lost. I would have to look that shit up. But that doesn't mean you're stupid or anything. The point I'm trying to get to is we all get old. We all get dumb. Right? And there's a point to this. Coming back, I promise. Did I hit the record button? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. The point I'm getting to is that this is just rhinos. Look what we're doing to ourselves. And that's it. And this is going to be explicit because this whole show, like, I have to put, like, I don't have to. It's just something you should do. You put explicit or E. You see an E in the show, meaning explicit. If it's not an explicit show, there's no E there. But I'm gonna tell you right now, there are some stupid motherfuckers. That was my point in this world. These poachers, right, that are literally, they don't give a shit. Do you know how many people they probably killed who's trying to get in their way? Just imagine if you're carrying around, now if they're each of their husk, I'm thinking husk. I was actually talking to my father for like 2 seconds saying what show I was doing. We're like, oh, they get the elephants to him. Like, actually, I think they're moved. But anyway, the horns, 7,500. So let's just say 7,000. Okay, and you got 10 of those things. Now, so that's 10 of those things in your pocket. That's 70 G's. $70,000. Did I do the math right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. $70,000 in your pocket. And somebody comes along and tries to stop you. And you're already neck deep into this. Just put your mind at their level. What would you do to get out of it? Unless, obviously, I'm not saying everybody's going to kill somebody. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that most people are going to do the stupid thing because they already know they're into an illegal thing. They're taking chances and risk. So this is what I had to say for Cape Town and the beautiful country of Africa, Cape Town, all the cities in that area. It's a beautiful country. And if anybody, since my first follower is, I could say this with 100% certainty for now, until she's like, I can't stand this guy anymore. Unfollow. No, Sihle is my first follower, and maybe I will have more followers. And if you guys, any of you guys out there, over there, I should say, my brother Lynn, you're my cousins, you're my brothers, you're my sisters. I don't care what the color of their skin is. I don't care. Alright? You guys over there are amazing people. Amazing. And I always thought, for some reason, I don't know why I always just thought these people are lovely, like, meaning, I'm not saying that everybody in the world is perfect. No, I just thought they're very nice over there. I don't know why I always thought that. They just seem very friendly. Not because I see it on TV. It's just a feeling I got. Weird? Okay, I'm sharing it with you. This is my show, and I'm sharing you weird stuff. But today, I want you guys to check out the Kruger National Park if you can. Just click on your phone, because like I said, you got to run to the library. Remember, you can pick up, I know it's hard, you got to go reach, grab, click, and look at the rhinos, right? Just look at them. I want you to look at one with the tusk, right? Think, hey, there's a predator. They got 2 calves. The only way they can defend themselves is in a herd, obviously, and lions get hungry. They're going to eat. They don't give a shit if they're in the herd. They're going to attack. And guess what they're going for? Not the big ones. They're going to go for the little ones. Oh, they're going to go stab with their tusk. But they don't have one because some asshole decided $7,000 was more important than that rhino's life and all the baby's rhino's life. Now imagine if that was people. Oh yeah, we do that too. This show is a dedication to the rhinos, to Sihle, to Africa, and to everybody to stop being stupid. Much love, much respect. Thank you for giving me a chance to speak on this show about this. I'm sorry if it offended anybody or anything like that. That wasn't my goal. My goal was to donate. Go save the rhinos.org. This is Jimmy James saying, take care of yourselves and one another. Thank you so much, Sihle, for giving me this platform to talk about this important subject. Take care. Much love, much respect to all of Africa.